first trumpet natin nangyari noong 1804 sa Montana. Yung tunog daw nun is like booming sounds, kagaya ng kanyon. Merong nangyaring insidente noong March 24, 1808. The Great Fire of Port of Spain. Approximately 435 to 450 houses were destroyed. So, bale, 12 square blocks entirely. Tapos, 49 yung na-damage. So, yung mga buildings na nasira, gawa siya sa mga kahoy at saka sa mga tabla, yung maninipis na kahoy. Yung isa pang insidente, nangyari noong June 11, 1805, which was 3 years earlier, the Great Detroit Fire. 200 to 300 yung mga bahay, tsaka yung business, at saka yung mga business shops, tsaka yung mga kabuhayan nila, yung mga nasunog. Meron pang bagong gawang school. Babalikan mo yung Revelation 8, chapter 7. The third part of the trees was burned up, and all green grass was burned up. Green grass, diba? Meron silang stables and barns kung saan doon nagsimula yung sunog. Diba ang green grass? It's like hay, yung mga pinapakain nyo sa mga hayop, pinapakain nyo sa mga kabayo, sa baka. Diba green grass yun? So ayun, nakastock siya dun sa stable. Naging dahilan ng sunog. Dito sa The Great Fire of Port of Spain, at saka sa Detroit Fire, wala namang na-record na namatay. Ito naman yung pangatlong record na sunog. So, yun ay bombardment of Copenhagen. Nangyari siya noong September 2 hanggang September 5. So, bali, 3 days yung sunog. Meron silang natalang casualties. Ang estimate noon for civilians, 200 yung namatay. Over 700 ang nasugatan. Over 1,000 buildings were completely burned to the ground. Tadyang pag-atake. The attack was specifically designed to ignite the city using concrete rockets. Meron pa tayong isang insidente ng malaking damage ng sunog. The Fire of Moscow na 1812. Maraming nasira nun. Maraming nasunog. Ang estimate nun ay 3/4, 75% of the city. Nung time na yun, ang Moscow ay gawa sa kahoy. Ang structures nilang nasira is approximately 6,496 out of 9,151 residential houses were lost. Ang total ng wooden houses ay 6,584. At ang stone or brick houses ay 2,567. So, ganun karaming nasunog na bahay. Kung babalikan na yung Revelation 8, chapter 7. There followed hail and fire mingled with blood. They were cast upon the earth. The third part of the trees was burned up, and all green grass was burned up. Dito sa 1807, the bombardment of Copenhagen, 200 yung namatay at over 700 yung nasugatan. Ito yung mingled with blood. Kasi may halo siyang dugo. Ito, kasi the attack was specifically designed to ignite the city using concrete rockets in 1807, Napoleon Bonaparte. So ito naman, di ba, nakalagay hail and fire. So may hail, bumagsak na ba to? Or ice? Kaya lang, ang pinagkaiba lang is fire. Tapos mingled with blood. So ito yung una. Ito yung description dito ng 200 mga namatay. Tapos ang naging sanhi is itong concrete rockets. And then the third part of the trees was burned up. So lahat ng city na nasunog dito sa taong ito mula 1805 hanggang 1812 is wooden cities. So lahat sila gawa sa kahoy, light materials. Di pa parang tumutugma naman sa the third part of the trees was burned up. So kung baka sa symbolism, trees. Saan ba galing ang mga wood? Di ba sa trees? So, yun yung mga ginamit na pampatayo ng bahay, ng materyales. So yun yung nasunog, hindi specifically trees, kundi yung mga wood na ginamit sa pagpapatayo ng bahay. And all green grass was burned up. So, dito sa The Great Detroit Fire ng 1805, so nagsimula siya sa stables and barns. Nagsimula yung apoy. Symbolism kasi yung mga damo Tama yung mga nandito eh. Dito nagsimula yun. So, ilang yung nasunog na ba? 200 to 300 houses. Tinanong ko ni Google kung kailan yung unang trumpet na narinig. So, it gave me a context muna of what sky trumpets are. So, it says, it triggers an apocalyptic event. Then it shows me the split timelines of the eras, which was the modern from 2008 to 2011, and the historical skyquakes in 1804, and the first officially documented account on 1811. And I asked Google if it agrees with all the fire events that I mentioned earlier, the fulfillment of the first trumpet prophecy. Answered no, because mainstream theological and historical scholars do not agree. Their interpretation of the revelation as a continuous timeline of world history. They say it was already fulfilled over a millennium before 1800s. Dahil ang sabi sa scripture, a third of the earth was burned up, all the above mentioned did not consume a literal or symbolic third of the earth's vegetation. Sabi pa, ito daw ay isang one-time destruction. Bakit naman daw powerful recognition of pattern? Sa bombardment of Copenhagen in 1807, the rockets raining down are literal fire from the sky. If i-research nyo, a third part means warning. So ayan, chinichika na ako ni Google. Sabi ko na misinterpreted nila ang scripture. The trees burned up are actually pertaining to the wood materials, and the grass are the hay stuck in the stables. So as I stated earlier, that trees are as the lumbers. Challenge niya pa nga ako dito. Sabi niya, maaari pa rin mag-hesitate to fully adopt my view dahil sa math ng prophecy na a third of the earth was burned up. Kulang pa daw yun kasi hindi na-wipe out ang 33% ng total ng infrastructure. So I said, wala namang sinabi sa scripture na tumigil na, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin, nangyayari pa rin. Yun lang yung simula. As the scripture said, birth pains. So ayan, nagbigay na siya ng examples and it calls it ignition point. Tinanong ko rin siya dito kung may alam na ba siya tungkol sa second trumpet, kung naganap na ba. So ayan, binigyan niya ako ng mga idea and mga list ng events all around the world na related sa second trumpet. Kung gusto nyo mag-research, pwede nyo namang i-research yan kung it fits sa mga sinabi ko. So, i-upload ko din yung second trumpet na na-research ko. So, abangan nyo na lang yung susunod na video ko. Medyo matagal-tagal nga lang yun i-edit. Kasi habang tumatagal, dun sa every next trumpet, medyo mahaba-haba na. So, God bless you all and to God be all the glory.